person. Agora Partnerships is joining us. Is this Cecilia? Who is this from Agora? Yeah. Hey.
Yes. Hi. How are you guys?
Good morning.
Morning.
We're just perfect timing. We're just kicking off. We're kicking off the call because we were kind of, just waiting for you, waiting for more people. All right. Zoom and all of your new things. Okay. So welcome everyone to today's Accelerator community call. And Rena, I don't know if you can record or not. Let me know before I...
Already recording.
Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you. So this is our monthly Accelerating the Accelerators community call. We're going to be having one of these every single month. They're going to be 30 minutes long, and the focus for these calls is really to get us practicing different types of community building tools for virtual engagements, especially because of COVID. One of the things that Conveners has really centered itself around is providing access to resources around creating engaging spaces to amplify impact virtually now. Obviously, all of these activities that we'll be going over in the upcoming months, you can also do in person. Some of them are a little bit easier, more fun to do in person, but I've tried to select the ones that I think lend themselves really well to virtual engagements. And if any of you ever want to have a really great activity that's worked virtually and or in person, for the purposes of this call, virtual is probably better because we're not able to meet in person, but please let me know because I don't want to be the only person presenting on these calls. I would love to have some knowledge exchange, and hopefully like we also learn new tools that we can add to our database of resources for our members. So this is our team. Everyone on this call I think already knows all of us, but just to give a quick intro to our team at conveners.org. Our time today, we've already gone through the opening and welcome. The activity we're going to go over, which I'll explain more in detail in a second, are MAD introductions. And then if we have time, we'll do a quick closing. So MAD introductions really quickly, I'm sure all of you have heard about Mad Libs, the activity where you fill in sentences with adjectives, verbs, nouns, pronouns, etc. This is a really great activity for breaking up large or largish groups. There's not necessarily a participation cap, I would say, but really it should be done in sort of either one-on-one in pairs, or you can do it in smaller groups if you have a really large group. But I think it's a little bit more fun to use them as actual introductions in pairs. And everyone is using the same format, and you get to actually learn things about other people that can be personal and professional and mix however you want. And just as a note, what we're using today is an example, and you can change it and create your own however you want. And so we're going to actually be practicing this in the call today. And I have a Google document, which I will send you guys the link to in 1 second. But you're basically going to interview your partner. And maybe Cecilia, I can go with you, and Ian, you can be with Greg, unless more people join us today. But basically, we're going to take about 2-ish minutes. And since it's a smaller group, and we can maybe take a little bit more time, but we're going to fill these in, and then we're going to come back to the larger group, and you're going to introduce your partner using the answers in this form. So just so we have the form here, and again, I'll send you the link. It's open for everyone. This is the format that we'll be using. So this is name. They work as the role position based in location. So basically what you're going to be doing is filling in these sections for your partner. And then when we come back into the large group, you'll be presenting them reading off of this template. So let me stop sharing here and get you guys the link.
Can I ask for a different partner though? I don't want to be with Ian. I'm joking.
Sure.
So
I'm joking. I'm joking.
No offense, Greg, because it occurs to me, TJ and Raina are the two people for whom I cannot fill that form in without having asked the questions.
That's actually an interesting point. Yeah.
And I suspect I'm not alone in that.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Although there, the one thing about Cecile, she might have a different one thing this time, as might Greg, as might Sarah, but for the rest of it,
Yeah. All right.
All right, let me create.
But we can just make stuff up. This is mad introductions.
Yeah.
You don't actually have to tell the truth.
Yeah, if there's
I'm
a
gonna
random button for connections, I'm okay with random.
There is.
I'm gonna
That's how
make.
breakout rooms work.
Let me think here.
You can assign us randomly.
It's totally
I'm
up to you.
gonna change you here. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna open the rooms and then I'll bring you guys back in about 5 minutes, but feel free to ping me if you finish early. And everyone has the link, correct? I wanna make sure. I'll do the voice of God to make sure you all get the link as well. So we're gonna open all the rooms and I'll see you guys back here. All right, welcome back, everyone. Did you guys have enough time?
I'll go
You
first.
can go.
Hey, we all waited the requisite 3.5 seconds.
I know. Seriously.
I'll go. I'd love to kick it off by introducing Cecilia. She's the CEO of Agora Partnerships based in New York City. And you might find them in Central Park playing with their 2 dogs who are from Bolivia. That's another story on a perfect weekend morning. And Agora was founded in 2005, and their mission is to move small and growing businesses in Latin America towards sustainability. Going into 2021, they're most excited about partnering with unusual partners. And one thing that most people don't know about Cecilia is that she's been bitten by wild monkeys on 3 separate occasions.
Oh.
A good one. All right. Thank you, Greg. Cecilia, you want to go next?
Sure. And our interesting thing about us is both animal driven. So, so this is Greg. They work as president of emerging market enterprises in DC, and you might find him playing soccer on a perfect weekend morning, non-pandemic times, of course. EME was founded in 2018, and their mission is to support and accelerate early stage impact enterprises in the US and LATAM. And going into 2021, an extreme ambition of theirs is to expand services to rural communities in the United States. And one thing that most people don't know about him is one thing was that he was born in Hawaii, although some people do know that, and also that he's gone cage diving with great white sharks. And I assume that's what you were going to say because you cut off cage, and I cage diving.
That was like an added Mad Lib, like Mad Libbing the Mad Lib. That's good. You got
I guess you could cage dive with seal. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
Right. But assumed.
That's awesome.
Right. Perfect.
Guys. Ian and Rena.
Rena, you want to go?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me pull it up. I'm going back and forth. I'm always afraid that I'm recording random things, so I try not to move anything on my screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is Ian. Ian works with the Mental Capital Network based in Washington, but also remote. And we discussed how on the weekends now he's supporting local businesses, but much to his dismay, there's a donut shop that's opened up a couple of blocks down from him.
Much to his mixed feelings.
Mixed feelings. Love a donut right now. The Mental Capital Network was founded in 2002, and their mission is to engage social entrepreneurs to grow and build a better world. Going into 2021, they're most excited about building out their partnerships, especially that with the Social Venture Circle. And one thing that some people might not know about Ian is that he teaches improv theater.
Awesome.
And Rena, in addition to her work at Conveners, spends a chunk of time with L&R Consulting, which does apps, website, brand consulting, and they're starting to focus more on social good. They've done some projects for Rethink Food and Candid. She is a traveling soul. She's currently in Mexico. She's off to Croatia at some point in the intermediate future. And she, like many of us, dabbles in wine on weekends, but she's starting to do that professionally in regards to getting a sommelier certification, as opposed to the rest of us who dabble in alcohol.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, I I would love, we have about 3 minutes left, and just hope that this activity is going to be useful in engaging your cohorts or just with even within your team members. I think it's a really quick, easy way to get to know people a little bit better, and include like some personal and professional things into the mix. And basically this is kind of how our calls will be going forward in terms of like having a specific tool that we learn and practice, as well as getting to know one another on the calls by doing the tools, and sharing information both in small groups and larger groups. So if any of you have an actual like activity that's gone really well that you would like to share with the rest of the group, please let me know and I can put you in one of the slots. We meet the second Thursday of every month at the same time. So please feel free to just reach out and let me know. And for Cecilia, because everyone else in this call, I believe, is a member or works for conveners.org, if you would like to become a member, Agora Partnerships would be a great contribution to our community. So I can send you more information about that if you want. But
I have it. It's on my list of to-dos. It's just a really long list, but yes, I have it.
But yeah, just so wonderful seeing all of you today for today's call. And let me know if you have any other questions. And hopefully we can all connect on the call next month. So stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll be in touch soon.
Thanks,
Thank you,
everyone.
Sarah.
Cool.
Thank you,
Thanks
everyone.
all. Thanks, Sarah.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Ciao.